Hi guys, back again. A lovely evening here and there's no one on the beach, so I thought I'd go for another walk and see what came about. You're very welcome back here and really welcome new subscribers. Thanks for all the amazing comments, sincerely. It's fascinating to find out each and everyone's different individual story. And always the narcs seem to be doing the same things and following the same patterns. This evening I'd like to discuss discard and the abundant reasons that the narcissist discards. You can come up with lists of 10, 20, and I will go into some of them, but basically it's really simple. It's not complicated at all. I know we're left in shock when they leave us. I know we're absolutely in terrible pain. It does take us a while to steady up and recover. Just know that recovery is possible. And someday you will be healed from them. You'll be a better person for it. But it's quite simple. They basically are fed up pretending. They think that they see something better to hop onto. They've been planning not to stay with you ever since before they got with you, when they targeted you. It's really simple. They just feel fed up. They feel they've had enough being stuck in a monogamous, is that the right way to say it? Anyway, on a one-to-one pretense relationship basis. And they may have gotten whatever they've come to get from you, or if they haven't, it's too much hassle. I don't know if you've heard that word, but I've heard that word. Too much hassle, too much hassle. They're lazy bums. They just want to take what you have in the quickest and easiest manner that they can do it. Awful as it is, that's the truth. So, if you have been a good source of supply in relation to not putting up boundaries, they will stay more long term. My favourite theory is it's usually about 12 to 18 months when they start to get itchy feet and want to go. But there are various reasons that they may stay. If you're not giving them a lot of hassle, if you're serving them, doing everything possible for them, they'll stay, but they will be cheating, and they'll be probably diddling you out of money on the side. They will be doing a fair bit of destruction of your personality covertly, so you don't realise why you're in pain and torture. But I'll go back to just a list of, the components of the discard. So one is narcissists get notoriously bored and they thrive on the supply that drama and chaos brings up for them, in that people react to situations like that, and reaction is their food. So they need a constant reaction. Everything maintaining, happy, safe and comfortable is like kryptonite to the narcissist. So that's one reason that they're bored. The second reason would be, or could be, that they honestly think that there's something better, that they've spotted something better, they've been working on it, and they think by leaving you they can gain for whatever reason. It could be something that you just don't even think of. The obvious ones are money, improved social connections. They think somebody's going to enhance their image or provide them with more than you can, and they always make bad decisions. The only good decision they made was being with you. And they messed that up too. So There's not a lot of hope for them, not a lot of hope for anyone to have a relationship with them. Very unlikely they'll meet anyone as good as you again. And if they do, the same thing's going to happen. Sorry, my dog is just chasing another one here. I'm going to have to stop here for a minute to break the video. Hi guys, back with you. Oh my god, he was chasing another dog and trying to get romantic with it. So back on the walk now. I think we're alone. The dog came down off the cliff. You see these big high cliffs. You'd never think that would happen, but anyway. So where were we? Back for the reasons of the discard. What are the other reasons they leave or go? They're on to something better. The grass is greener. You've given them a narcissistic injury. You've set up a boundary they don't like. They've had it their way for quite some time, and you're beginning to cop on, and you're beginning to feel your needs are not being met at all. In fact, you're feeling that you're being taken advantage of. You've tried and tried and tried for so long. You've given and given, and there's nothing coming back. You set a boundary up where you ask for your needs to be met in some way, and they realise that you may be onto them. And one of the worst fears they would have is that you would leave them, because then they have to face the fact that they've been rejected and they're not the great whoopie-doo person that they think they are, and they're going to get out before you abandon them. Even if you weren't thinking of doing that, even if you were just looking to have your needs met, the fear of that sends them flying, and they want to be the ones to do the dirty deed and to see you suffer. The other reason, and this is a big reason in my book anyway, that they leave, is they have slogged very, very hard. They've been acting in the movie for maybe 18 months or 2 years, and they feel it's time to get paid, and they feel it's time to win the Oscar, to get out, to not have to do this anymore, but also to punish you for not giving them everything they wanted, for not making them feel superior, and for them having to invest their time in you without getting the return that they had hoped for when they targeted you initially. They often will punish in the discard by a hell of a lot of projection, telling you everything they ever wanted to tell you about how bad you are, and if you listen to the words, what they're saying to you about you is exactly who they are themselves. It's fascinating, this one. You're not in a great state of mind when you're being discarded, and it's only afterwards, when you learn about narcissistic abuse, that you realise that the things that were said to you were all about them. So, a big, big punishment. And then the purpose of the discard is to free them up to go to new supply or better things, to punish you, to get what they came for, to avoid a narcissistic injury of you abandoning them. And this is the fascinating one, because it's all part of the cycle. They discard you in order to bring you under control again. In their minds, it's, look guys, this is way too much hassle. I'm done here. Going on to something easier, more beneficial, more profitable. I leave this one to cop on and see how much she or he misses me, and then we'll have a different story from them, and then I'll be able to come back, check in with them, see how much pain they're in, see how much they're missing me, and then I lay down my terms and conditions, and we bring this idiot, this is the way they see us, back under control again. And actual fact, under more control, it's the second stage of the manipulative process. This is the serious stage where if they haven't got you in the first innings, the second innings, they will have you on the ground begging, basically. During the relationship, you'll be under their control totally once they've laid down their terms and conditions for the return round in the boxing ring. So you don't want to be going back there. Nobody wants to be going back there into this unrealistic, delusional, illusion, abusive situation with a person who has no identity, is childlike in the worst possible way, narcissically, totally and utterly just out to gain for themselves. To say they don't have your best interests at heart is an understatement. They not only don't have your best interests at heart, they have their best interests at heart, and you've caused them pain just because you've been in a relationship with them. You've caused them pain by not killing yourself, basically. You're still there, you still exist. They feel threatened by your superiority. They know you're superior, even when their manipulations work to a certain extent. Even when they have you under control, and they know they don't have you totally under control, and never can, because they usually pick someone who has a range of attributes and who's strong, and they can't figure out how they can't totally annihilate you, but they know somewhere inside or deep down that they can't. So for them, you being gone from this world is the best option if you're not producing the fuel for them that they thought you would. So that's just a little bit of a walk and a little bit of a talk in relation to the discard. Sorry guys if it sounds very, a bit morose or a bit harsh or a bit cruel. It's just that it's you know, when you get to a certain stage, you can see it for what it was or what it is. Very hard when you're just being discarded to accept this. You know, you think that may not have applied to the person you were with, but it sinks in eventually, thankfully. So that's all I have to say, and it's great to see more people subscribing, so please feel very welcome to do so. It's very encouraging, and I'll keep going with the videos and just hope they're helping. Thanks guys, bye.